Welcome to Buy a Vet, folks. John Ivankovich and Greg Rush here. Today we're going to take a look underneath the 1966 automatic coupe. This beautiful coupe, Greg, is in absolutely wonderful shape. We'll start out with our tire container.
Even our tire tub has a knockoff in it, which is kind of a nice little addition to the car. The back valance is in beautiful condition. That's the back end where the bumper mounts. You know, very few people know that the bumpers were mostly cosmetic. They were actually bolted through the fiberglass and on what we call the horns. So if you bump something, you know, it really didn't protect the car very much back then, John, as they do with cars today.
Yeah, not quite the 5-mile-an-hour bumpers.
That's correct. But anyway, I look at up underneath the original bonding strips and seams that I have talked about so many times. These are things, if you can move the camera and the light, see that's a bonding strip. That's where the different panels were put together originally. And if you see something that is not right on those, that means the car was bumped at one time, but this is in excellent condition. Now the frame and the structure of the car is very, very nice. It's not highly detailed, but mechanically it's extremely sound and well. Here again, I like to talk about the frames, because if the frame is not right, John, as you know, what's the best thing to do? Just
look at another car.
Oh, okay, that's your approach.
Yes.
Okay, well, I say this, if the frame is not good, either rusted or it's been hit or whatever it is, you're looking at $20,000 just to start. You know, when you send these cars out to some professional body builders in the Corvette industry, they like numbers in excess of 100,000. So anyway, this is very, very sound, well preserved steel. You can stick your fingers up in the holes, feel the thickness of the metal, make sure the rust. Go ahead, John.
Greg, I noticed that this has got some coating on it, like a powder coating.
Yes.
Is that?
That's not original from the factory. That's where somebody has taken the trailing arms off and sent them out and had them restored or either exchanged. That is something that is very important, because if you're driving a car and you give it gas, it pulls to the right, and you let off and it goes to the left. That's because the trailing arm, there's play in the bushings. So there's bushings up in here, and then there's shims to align the rear end. These are called half shafts. They come out of a rear end. Your drivetrain is up here, comes into the differential. It disperses the power to both sides with the positive traction. And these are half shafts, and the suspension is independent, all four wheels on a 63 and up.
Now, Greg, you said posi traction. I know when I first started here, I wasn't exactly sure what that meant.
Well, there's different wordings for it, different manufacturers. One's called limited slip, one's called posi. Basically, the way it works, back when I used to drive cars when I was a teenager, you'd go around a turn, you'd give it gas, and that tire would start to spin, but the other one was asleep because all the power went to where one tire.
Oh, okay.
This, what it does is it applies power to both tires.
Oh. So
that you get the traction to come off the line and go straight, rather than one tire spinning to slip, and you got full power to both sides.
Nice.
Moving forward, you can see up a transmission has been recently rebuilt. There's a slight little oil drip right here. You know, I like to joke around. The Corvettes are not like brand new cars. They tend to drip a little bit. You can reseal everything, but they are never going to be 100% perfect. So my joke is, if yours is not leaking a little bit, pull over and check the fluid level. But you can see, oh yeah, it's got the original canister to hold the oil filter. Of course, you can throw this away and use the new just screw on that has the metal outside.
Now I notice these are coated as well. These are the
side
pipes.
Side exhaust, that's correct.
Ceramic coated.
You can see that it's got brand new steering. I think when we sold this to Neil, that he asked us to add power steering. So this is what we've been talking about. It's about an $1,800 ad, and we can add this to any Corvette. If you own one or want to buy one from us that doesn't have power steering, John, we can add that in our shop. By the way, we will give you a pan view in a moment of our shop. I think it's about the largest Corvette service center in the South, and it may be even in the entire United States. People are bringing us cars from everywhere, different states all around. In fact, one person even shipped us a Corvette from Germany to do some engine work on. Up underneath the front, I like to see the sway bar, new bushings and links, which is very nice. Calipers, they look like they've been on the car for maybe, I don't know, 3 to 5 years, but you can tell that they are recent, to put the stainless steel lined calipers on it, and they're in excellent condition. Now, John, all of our Corvettes, as you know very well, go through a full inspection. So if we see any issues with safety, like the brakes or turning indicators or lights don't work right, that's all corrected. And
Yes.
you've been selling Corvettes very successfully for over let's say this,
now.
you've been assisting people to buy their cars for a long time. So if you have any questions, give John a call. John is very knowledgeable, no pressure, and please come on in. We'll toss you the keys and let's drive some of these cars so that you can see the quality and also compare it with other cars that you have shopped around at.
Great. That number is 770-605-2056.
And let's walk over this way so we can pan the service department. We've got all the mechanics are at lunch right now, except for a couple of them, but that gives you an idea of just some of the space that we have in this 25,000 square foot building.
We'll look forward to seeing you soon for a ride.
Come on in and see us. Thank you.
Thank you.